Oh, come on, Zelsley. We have been the
Yeah,
nicest to you.
what a great American dream it is to want to buy your child a car.
Right.
I would say that's probably a part as big a part of the American dream as like buying a house
So yeah, I mean, how much
for your
input do I
16th
get from
birthday.
her? Like, she really wants a VW Bug, and there's one at this place called NM
I like the
Auto.
man bug.
The Man Bug. What's that?
Okay, zealously, we're not actually like you're taking it too far. So I'm giving you a chance to let this joke die.
Right.
You're taking it too far. Don't make me get my dad voice. Oh my gosh.
We do appreciate you, and we have fun with all our listeners out there, especially those that comment. So glad things are going well.
Jeez, yeah.
I'm glad you are cracking yourself
We're
up.
glad, yeah, we are glad that you're having so much fun.
That is what we aim to do, is to please and have enjoyment. So yeah, how much input? Like, I wouldn't mind that. It's a convertible one, and it's yellow. It's an automatic. It's priced.
What
okay.
year? Is it the girl bug or the man bug?
The Man Bug's a newer design,
Yeah.
so it is. It's a 2007 or 8. So
Okay, so it's
it's
the
a girly
girl
one.
bug.
It'd
Yeah.
be more girly, but I mean that would be apropos for her.
Right. 'Cause
I don't really want to
it's,
do it. I don't think that's
the bug is not like a bad car.
No, I mean I always wanted Bug, but you
Yeah.
know.
I do too. Since
That's good. I hope nobody misconstrues that language.
yeah, again, Christian channel. Remember, you stinker.
You're 90% of the commentary, but we are 100% of the content.
Yeah, true.
We do feed off some of your comments, but we are trying to structure a little bit more with the topics that I have and to riff off that. So, and then we do look at your comments from time to time. And if we get bigger, we'll take a call here and there.
Oh my gosh.
So,
oh my gosh. The
welcome.
Death. All the death.
The death. It's just
All the death.
link bodies just piling up.
Everybody have an ad. The link bodies.
Yeah, I don't know if you're
bodies
listening.
hit the
If you're not getting an ad, so we'll continue to talk through this. The car was good because I really like cars and I'm really wanting to figure this out. I love having doing the cuts. So yeah, one of the things that Mike and I talked about is to, as we progress with this, is to try to research the games, and I research topics that we can riff on. And welcome back, sixth viewer. If you're another different sixth viewer, then you're better than the last sixth viewer that bailed on us.
Yeah. Hit that follow button.
If you're hearing this, if you're having an ad, then
We apologize that that's what you came in on.
yeah. So that's why they came in. They're just like, this ad is so cool.
This is the best ad ever. Screw
Right.
what's ever happening.
As soon as that ad's over, they're gonna be like,
Nah.
nah. So
Yeah, imagine we did this with a camera. No one would show up. Let's be honest.
I don't know. Some people think that I'm really pretty. So
You are pretty.
thank you.
Pretty dumb.
That'll be a topic for another
So
time
good.
on if I should cut my hair. So
I say no. I'm growing my hair back out.
yeah,
I miss my hair so bad. Because I just get
it's
so
a car
like,
ad. Sweet.
I never should have cut it. I just get so like impulsive.
Yeah,
and then
that's
I,
the hard
like,
thing is
ah.
to cure that impulsiveness, because long hair is such a challenge, and sometimes I
it's
look
such
at
a
it and I
good
pull my hair
challenge.
back. I'm like, man, I look bad. I'm like, I look like a cool old man now, But it's also
I do look like Johnny Depp.
I'm not going that far. But no, I do look like Jeff Bridges. So Jeff Bridges, if you're out there, if anybody knows Jeff Bridges and is listening to this,
Send him our way.
yeah, I'd really like to do a photo shoot with him and see if he thinks that I look like him.
Like, because Jeff Bridges is like super tall too. So like,
Is he super tall?
I think so. Isn't he like 6'2"?
Oh, that may be. I mean, I guess that is rather
I feel
tall
like
considering. our
well,
size.
compared to like
Yeah.
us, you're taller than me, but it's still
Yeah.
because you're what 5'10".
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 5'7". I'm so small.
He's 73 years old. Oh man,
He is?
Yeah, he's my dad's age.
Jeez.
Let's see.
¿Qué pasó? You're 9'4". That would be good.
Yes, you've told us that. 6'1", so you're very, very astute. Wow, that's. And here I'm usually mindless trivia.
Yeah.
stuff. But I mean, that's pretty good.
Well,
I did know he was a
nowadays,
little bit
just on,
tough.
like,
And I
what
mean
I've
that.
seen of him
I mean
compared
that.
to other actors.
I mean, for the most part, except for a few exceptions, Kevin Hart and Tom Cruise and Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is shorter than me.
Yeah, the taller you are, the more successful it seems like you're going to be at life.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Not saying that people that are short aren't going to be successful, but at least for
Well,
men,
I am doing this.
things will open up to you.
Talking on my own channel. So good.
So
funny.
Anyway,
what was up here again?
So yeah,
Nope,
cards.
nope.
I really want to figure this out, but we could
dang
come back to that or wrap around. I could go on to the next topic, which I have several subtopics in there. In fact, the subtopics for the last ones was clean eating, is it possible? Teenage driving in vehicles, purchase, trade, etc. for the vehicle I have, and then interest rates, what we need to talk about as well. But I mean, that's kind of boring stuff. But kind of goes into the
keys.
It goes into the next topic as well. Do bomb jump in that fire bar room, and I sub.
Do bomb jump in that fire bar room, and I sub. Hey TJ, it's good to see you. How do I do a bomb jump?
It ain't easy being
in
cheesy.
that fire bar room. I don't even know what that is.
Right.
TJ knows way more than I do about games. It's too he's a savant.
So the next topic has a bunch of different subtopics, and when you're, I mean, this is going to be very adult stuff in the
like Cheetos,
like adulting, not like bad adult stuff.
Yeah, no, that's not what our channel's about. So
no. So as I say that, I mean, this is, I don't want it to necessarily be boring, but I think it's like a very important topic, like always, for at any stage of life. Because the more you think about it, and I wish I would have thought about it more as a kid, and not necessarily to be wealthy, but to be minded about what you're doing and what you're doing with your money and working for it. And I was thinking about investing and what to invest in now, like, with some of the funds that I do have. I've been, for most of my life, even my adult life, I was scared to put anything in the market because I always thought it would crash before my lifetime. And then I was just like, you just got to do it, because if the crash that you're thinking is so bad, it won't matter if you have money in a bank or anywhere else. So I was like, I just got to do it. So a couple years ago, I took it to a fiduciary called Trajan Wealth here in Utah. Fiduciaries are better. And then just brokerages. So make sure you do research with that. I know most of our viewers are young, but start now. If you can find, especially like a mutual fund or something right now, and start putting money into it, by the time you're my age, you may not have to work. Depending on how markets go. Now, you can't necessarily know what was always going to happen, but historically, the average in this amount of time. Welcome, 7th viewer. Wow. We appreciate that.
Hey,
that is fantastic.
Good to see you.
So maybe Monday night is the best night, right? Maybe.
How about they just kill me so fast? Jeez.
You just want to die. You just love giving the people what they want, and that is
the death.
Link bodies just piling up.
All the Link bodies hit the floor.
Link bodies hit the floor. Link bodies hit the floor. Apparently we don't know that song very well, along with Unchained Melody.
So I need to go to the 4th floor, and I need to fall in.
Okay, I gotta look up the lyrics to Unchained Melody, because I'm baffled. I know it's like one of the greatest songs of all time.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like, the part of adulting is not, you don't invest in stocks or crypto or anything to think that you are going to get rich quick. What you do is you...
Elvis did a great version of this. My gosh, I suck. Okay, continue.
What you do is you're banking on the market, the fact that, like, though there are dips, it is always going up over time. Yeah. So, like, when you're older, when you've gotten to the point where you're actually retiring, you will have the money necessary to retire because it has compounded. That's the whole point. And like,
don't think
people that are rich are people who take risks, but they take smart risks. Like Warren Buffett, there's a reason why Warren Buffett is who he is.
I mean, if you do really invest in stocks, are you really broke? Have you lost money? That would be broke. But I mean, if it still has some value, hold on to it, because for the most part, if you did any kind of research or got any kind of good information from somebody that knows, And we are not financial advisors whatsoever, so do not take this as financial advice. We have to legally claim that with anything that we talk about. We're just talking generally on think about it, do those good things. Look for yourself. And I was thinking about for myself as when we do topics, most of these things are how we think about them, how we're living our life, etc. And what I want to do. It is not necessarily advice, but it is something that I encourage people to look into for themselves and to talk to people about it at as young as age as possible, because setting yourself up and not just like putting money under the bed.
Yeah, and just like anything,
you might want to keep some under the bed.
Yeah,
but
the sooner that you get in and understand these things, the better you're gonna end up.
Yeah, and I mean, it just teaches yourself how to control your passions as well. Being a spendthrift isn't necessarily good. I don't want people not to live their life, right? But financial aptitude is a great skill, which everybody should think about. And I mean, for the most part, learning, whether you're in school or not, should be done by yourself, because some of these things you don't learn in school. You have to take special classes sometimes, and I mean, it can get confusing. I don't know if it should be that confusing, but I mean, this goes with, the topic of buying a car and stuff, and how much money do you want to lose, because for the most part, you don't make money on cars.
No.
The cars are...
Not unless you, like, made it, and we're like, oh... Like, right. you picked a car somehow that, like, 30 years from now...
Yeah.
Like, anyone who owns a Challenger...
Right.
The 1970 Challenger can sell for $200,000, but how many of us own that?
Right. How many of us were in that position to do that, or even our family members to do that? Or, like, you had a Shelby, GT500 sitting in your garage, or your barn of your, grandparents, Those things are, pretty rare, and, we see these things, and that's why, it's just like, try not to get rich quick things. I mean, if you do have some kind of risk aptitude, don't put it all in.
Kayleen,
just go down.
Can I not? Stairs. Oh my gosh, so stupid. Again.
Game
designer.
Like, you should not have to be like that succinct in getting in, right?
Oh my gosh.
So yeah. So really look at it for, I'd encourage for the younger ones out there, and if my daughter is still on listening, I'd certainly, want her to. I talked about getting her a bank account the other day, because, I mean, I think I was about 14 or 15 when I got my first bank account at Magnolia Credit Union. It might be called Magnolia Federal Credit Union. I can't remember, but it was in Brandon, Mississippi. Pretty sure it does.
Blue tunic. Cool. Woo! Reduces damage. Awesome. Thank goodness.
So, I mean, it was a long time ago.
Oh, that was not the right one. I need the fire one. Oh. I feel like there's something down there. Why is there a big key for this? That's interesting. For some reason, there was a big key to open this door, but it didn't lead to, like, the boss. That's strange. Oh my gosh, how about you fall on my head? Just fall on my head, please. Fall on my head, please.
Fall on your sword?
Fall on my head. My head. In your head. I am crying.
Gosh. You're never close. No, that's not it. Dang it! I just had that one. So dumb. I can't think of the. Whoa,
Cam is still.
My love, my darling.
My darling.
I've hungered for your touch. Along
your touch.
Lonely time. I'm basically rich.
Good.
Excellent.
I feel
then
rich.
Subscribe and give us
give us some money. You can actually subscribe, not follow.
Right.
Stinker.
I will follow him wherever he may go. There isn't a mountain too high, a river so wide that would keep... What is that from? Sister Act?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, because
I've
that's
seen Sister Act only once.
that's the movie you want to reference on your stream is a Whoopi
Especially
Goldberg.
right now. Yeah, and I used to love Whoopi Goldberg. I used to love
I mean, she was
her.
in Ghost as
Yeah,
well. I don't
used
know
to
these
love
weird.
her. God, what a
Why did the
what a
view have to
terrible-
happen? Like,
yes.
I mean, like why?
It makes me so mad. Oh my gosh!
And how's it stayed
My
around for
head!
so many years? I mean, that's remarkable, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Anyway, we won't go with that.
Have the time of my life.
If you bomb jump, I'll stop messaging your daughter. Do you think I want you to?
Yeah, like we're not. I don't think he's threatened by you.
What is a bomb jump anyway? I have no idea what a bomb jump is.
I guess it's something that has to do with like.
Do you like jump? So do you just throw a bomb and you jump on top of it, or you jump when it explodes
We can't
blasts you
stop
higher?
the stream to watch the video on it.
Right.
Like,
Can we share the
take
screen?
a thing?
We're gonna go to YouTube now, and I guess
We're
we
gonna
can
make
pull it up on the
content based
phone.
on someone else's video.
Right. So yeah,
Come on, guys.
I heard that from a newer broadcast personality that he doesn't watch any other or listen to any other comment shows, etc. because he's like, I want it to be my content, you know. And a lot of he also said that he doesn't have a lot of guests on because then it's just like they may not necessarily like your content. They may like the guest content, you know, and it's not their own. And I get that a lot. So I mean, there's some good information there. All right, let's see if you can do it easier.
Oh my gosh.
How many minutes
So
will it take him
stupid.
to get into the stairwell? Yay, that was better.
I hate it so much.
Oh yeah,
So
bad game
much.
design. The original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on NES. Oh my word, so hard. Still to this day, my younger brother is good at video games than I have. Has never been able to beat it.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was a trash show.
yeah. I mean, it looked nothing. And then the arcade game came out, and that was phenomenal, right? And so I mean, everybody was like, I can't remember if they came out at the same time. I want to say, and everybody was pretty baffled because there's this arcade version
Let
of
me
the game.
show you something
And
that I haven't shown you yet. Oh, okay.
getting dead. Oh,
Yeah, isn't that fun?
that is fun. That'll help you.
That's fun.
Got a fairy.
Keep it in a bottle. I love the idea of
Taste
Link,
the fairy.
like, just shoving the fairy into the bottle.
I know. Are you liquefying the fairy and drinking the essence? Is this like Dark Crystal? If anybody is a
good.
Jim Henson fan,
Oh, I
and you
hate
like
these
creepy stuff,
Oh
watch
my
the-
gosh! How about we make the worst enemies come at once?
what is that? Is it puppeteering?
Oh yeah.
Dark Crystal. Have you ever seen it?
Yes, once,
Oof.
and I hated it.
Really, it is.
It is really
It is-
dumb and
It is
cool at the same
odd.
time.
Yeah, it's like the main characters. Their look is just very odd. It's like what I really.
It's the artistic version of what they were going for, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like, how can we make this? How can we make Muppets an art film?
Right. I mean, it was very. I mean, I should watch it again because I've watched it a few times, but some of that stuff kind of creeps me out, and I have bad memories of Labyrinth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it does have a cool idea. I really like the idea and stuff, and I actually really like the execution and everything. It's just. Yeah, it's just like one of those movies where it's just like it's cool, but I don't know. It's not like
get
one that's
another
just it's
fairy.
watchable over and over again.
Oh yeah. No.
You know, Labyrinth kind of is, but
Yum 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 yum.
but the
Let's get another one.
the Fraggle Rock guys on Labyrinth really disturb me.
Fraggle Rock.
They look kind of like the Fraggle Rock show, and they could take off their heads and dance around.
Oh
And that,
yeah.
as a kid, because I mean, when did Labyrinth come out? 85, something like that.
I was not old enough for what they wanted from that show. All I know is that
1986. So yeah, I mean, by the time I
Look.
probably saw it
a room of fairies.
come out, ooh, welcome eighth viewer. If you haven't
Hello.
followed us, please.
Yes, please hit the
Hit
follow
follow
button.
button,
We
so-
appreciate you.
Yeah, Monday night seems to be a good night.
Anti-fairies are for cheaters. If something's in the game, it's not cheating.
Right. Silly comment.
Silly. You're a
Um,
silly snake.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, Labyrinth movie.
Turtles.
I mean, so, so yeah. I mean, Labyrinth the movie. I mean, some of those scenes really kind of disturb me as
Look.
um
Look. Look.
it's kind of freaky because I mean I was like 7 when the movie came out.
Oh yeah, it's
I know
unnerving.
I know I didn't see it in the theaters, but they did re-release sometime in like 1985 or 1986.
Oh look, a block.
E.T. in the theaters. And I've only seen E.T. a few times since then because there's several scenes in that really are disturbing, like when E.T.'s in the gutter and my daughter won't watch it anymore, you know, because I think she knows that, but I don't know if she's ever seen that.
I don't know if I've actually ever seen
E.T.?
E.T. Like, I can only move it once? What sense does that make? Oh my gosh.
You can't pull it or anything?
No, like, because there are blocks where it's like you make the one movement, but it's based on the color of the block, not on like the surface. Like, because if you think of it as like, oh, that's the surface and that's what makes it like you can only do it, it's like, no, that's not.
Yeah.
That's not how they design it. Because you when you design something in programming, you have to do it for a very particular reason.
Yeah.
And that wasn't the reason. So
Right.
now, oh my gosh. But here's the problem, fans, ladies and germs. I need to be able to push one of these blocks, but I gotta come from the left-hand side.
Ewoks terrified you. Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Okay, I know what I need to do.
What's is it Return to Endor or Battlefront? No. What's the Ewoks movie?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I think I was talking about that with
Can't remember though.
my Special K in Florida, and like we were thinking about what kind of movie to watch, and I suggested it, but then I was just like, I don't know, maybe because we were talking our dogs looked kind of like that, and I think I don't want to see it because I don't, I have kind of fond memories of it, but I'm a little worried that if I watched it, I would be like, oh man, this is not what I remembered.
This is poopy pants.
And so I didn't want to try to destroy that like memory narrative. So I don't know what we ended up watching. Probably something better. But we were trying to watch Tenet the other day because we hadn't seen it yet.
I have not seen it either.
It is it's interesting so far. Some of it's good, but I mean some of it doesn't really like they're at one point they're trying to explain what's happening and they literally try to like dismiss it by just saying like in the dialogue it's best not to try to understand or something like that. It's just like, okay,
Well,
all right, just
awesome.
you 4 a.m. So anyway, those were my topics for today. I guess we got through most of them.
Those are my topics.
The car thing is probably the biggest thing on my mind as far as topics. I mean, I know there's tons of other stuff, but these are the things that popped into my mind as I was sitting
Into your brain.
into my brain. So one of these days. Oh, gold, silver, and what we have here in Utah and a few other states called Utah Goldbacks. And I probably should have bought some. I know my brother did, and that would probably have been smart because gold and silver have been on the rise, and I've just been checking the past week or so, and I wish I would have bought more because silver's trading at close to $24 an ounce now, and gold's getting close to $2,000 again. So
I have no idea what they want of me in
public
this.
transportation. I know you guys are closer and everything like that, but I love the independence.
Like we don't believe in your Medicare either.
Oh yeah, I don't think a lot of people there do either.
Well, they love
Your
it.
parents don't even know how to drive? Oh gosh.
That sounds awful.
That does just sound...
Like they don't know. They don't have the ability to drive. Again, we are better than you in this country.
I mean, driving is like one of the most ultimate expressions of freedom. It is so awesome. It's so awesome. I love driving. I mean, sometimes I don't like driving in traffic, but then I don't know. I mean, nothing like shifting your own gears too. I mean, there's just something about that control.
Is there another door?
I can't. I don't think I'll ever agree with a trail rain system being better, because we have one of those too here in Utah, and no, I did it.
Yeah.
I tried to do it in college, and I just realized that at best I was saving like 10 minutes,
Yeah.
even though it was free. I was just like, I mean, different strokes for different folks. I mean, that's how you grow up, and that's what the life that you know. So I mean, yeah, you're gonna love it just like we love driving. Although I mean, there's plenty of people in the UK that love driving too. I mean, I'm a huge Top Gear fan, and I mean,
Right.
I think Jeremy
So that
Clarkson
obviously
is an amazing driver, and an amazing commentary and journalist. I think he's great. So I mean, there's great drivers in England and Europe. So, but yeah, it just depends on your environment and what you get. My environment's been cars. I've always liked cars when I was a kid. When I was a baby, like just learning how to walk and stuff. My dad has journal entries of me, putting cars everywhere in my diapers. I'd carry them everywhere. In fact, he gave me a nickname because of that.
That's funny.
So, I mean, I just been,
He's been car crazy since birth.
yeah. So, I mean, now having the means of motive and like wanting to buy another car, I'm just like, would it be wrong if I had 4 cars?
Would it be out that wrong? And look, like, this is not, if you're looking for the like political side of all that with like Greta Thunberg, this is not your channel.
Yeah.
Because we like, the math doesn't add up.
Right.
Okay, it doesn't.
It doesn't. And the only time that I'll reference her is in mocking, and I will say, "How dare you?
How dare you? How dare you?" And that's the thing too, is like, I'd be more than happy to discuss. Oh crap! Oh my gosh, why? I'd be more than happy to discuss those ideas and feelings and all. That's fine. The problem is that it's not really a discussion.
So the public transportation stuff, I don't think is getting great reviews. I think people like public transportation. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, not for me.
No, not for me either.
I mean, I will use it.
And I'm not the car guy that he is, but it's like, no, sorry. Like, it's not.
Like, one of the things that bothers me here in, like, Utah, at the very least, especially, like, the bus routes, is that there's not even a handful of people on these buses most of the time. And I feel like if you're going to provide that, can you just get a car or a smaller, like, vehicle? I feel like that'd save gas and save, like, money for the public and stuff like that. It just, they waste so much money because the UTA here, the Utah Transit Authority, is a public-private partnership. So it not only makes a profit, but public funds go into it as well, and it just makes no sense. Anyway, I'm sure it's helpful for a lot of people. The students at my school use it a lot. We get free stuff. It's better for the environment. Oh.
Yeah, that's... Show me the math. Show me the math. I'm more than happy to agree with you where the math is sound. I have no problem with that. But until you show it to me, I don't... Because everyone's out there trying to make money, trying to make splash moves. Like, let me talk to you about an industry that, like, constantly, because of power and influence, was able to use your tax dollars. Like, I worked for companies, or for a company that built the nuclear deterrents for America. And, like, they told me all things that they wanted me to believe also. And they were full of it.
Yeah.
So it's like, this isn't...
I'm not saying that all public transportation is bad or that people shouldn't use public transportation. I'm just saying it's not for me.
I'm saying that. I'm not saying that either, actually.
Right.
Oh my gosh, Link.
And I mean,
go down the stairs. Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I mean, what would be interesting is if somebody could do like a cost-effective analysis on the funds that it takes for that public transportation and give vouchers for the people that need it for Uber rides and stuff.
Yeah.
Would that be a better use of money because you can find different ways? I mean, they do like, lots of places do good things. Like, you can find places here that have, like, Salt Lake County, I know, does transportation like specific transportations in a car or a van for people in need. So I mean, they do. There's a lot of good stuff, and I do see people use it. I mean, there's people that work at the post office right next to me, and I actually haven't seen him for a little while, so maybe he doesn't work at the post office anymore. But he gets off at a bus stop right next to the post office. So I mean, it can be helpful, and I mean, people do use it. Like I said, our kids use it, and that's great. But
Well, the thing is
and I've used it. I mean, I've used tracks and stuff like that.
Going back to like it's good for the environment. There's a video. I can't remember what his name is. I believe he's a comedian.
Environmental Sustainable Transportation, UCLA Transportation. Every vehicle on the road releases an average of 1 pound of CO2 per mile driven compared with driving alone. Taking transportation reduces CO2 emissions by 45%, decreasing pollutants in the atmosphere and improving air quality. It's estimated that public transportation in the U.S. saves 37 million metric tons of carbon dioxide annually.